This is the biggest disaster of Gervonta Davis's career. Just when you thought boxing couldn't get any crazier, Gervonta "Tank" Davis, one of the sport's most feared knockout artists, has been arrested. The reason? A fight-fixing scandal linked to his controversial bout with Lamont Roach. You heard it right. This is the same fight that sparked outrage among fans who screamed robbery after the decision. Now, it's being alleged that the fight might have been rigged, and the situation has escalated to legal trouble for Tank. To make matters worse, there's a money trail that supposedly connects back to Davis, intensifying the scandal.
He didn't get hit with a punch. He didn't turn his back like he wanted to quit. It's just like when you get a thumb in the eye, it's a pop.
He did turn his eye. He did turn his back.
But he didn't turn his back like he was going to quit, like you've seen some guys turning. He obviously mentioned that he had something in his eye, and it wasn't from a punch. It was time in between the shots. I think that by the time he wanted that, or he took a knee. But I think in the rules it states that you're allowed to do that. If you go back and you read some of the rules, I know a lot of people are complaining about it, but I think it was upheld in New York that it was okay for him to do that. I think part of the rules state that it was okay. As a coach on the other side, I would have.
Yeah.
Of course, right?
Of course.
I would have thrown a fit, man.
But the nightmare doesn't end there. As if things weren't already bad enough, Floyd Mayweather, the man who once helped build Gervonta Davis's career, has now completely turned his back on him. Floyd has broken his silence on the entire situation, and let's just say, he's not defending Tank this time. In fact, Floyd is making it clear that this could be the end of Davis's career. So, what really happened? Did Tank throw the fight? Was there dirty money involved? And what exactly did Floyd say that has fans thinking Gervonta's career might be over for good? The reports are shocking. Sources claim Davis is under investigation for his alleged role in a fight-fixing scandal that could rock the world of boxing to its very core. Let's break it down.
To me, regardless. I told him to leave his mom's and, the people home, and he still brung them. It's crazy, man. It's gonna get bad. It's gonna get bad, man. But, it's all love. You've been talking a little too much, too. I've been peeping, so, it's close, so we'll see Saturday night.
I mean, he said he feels like you've been talking a little bit too much. What do you take away from that? And do you feel that you have been talking a little too much, or is it just more of a confidence that, I know what I can do?
Yeah, what I'm supposed to say when they ask me questions. What I'm supposed to say?
Yeah.
Oh, he going to do, like, normally 9 times out of 10, the questions start with, oh, Tank's a knockout power puncher, blase, blase. What are you going to do? Yeah, what? Yeah. I'm going to say what I got to say. I know what I can do. That's what I'm supposed to.
You bring your mother?
She right there. You ain't hear her ask, why the fuck would you leave me?
What?
I mean, that's just out her mouth, straight up.
What? Why do you bring her?
What you mean, why I bring her? She love to see me whoop ass. See? I mean, hey, what you ain't too shy saying what you gonna do, right?
I am now.
You are now?
Yeah.
Why?
Mom Deuce right there.
Nah. It's all right.
But hold up, what exactly is Gervonta Davis being accused of? It all started when investigators uncovered suspicious betting patterns surrounding some of his recent fights. We're talking last-minute odd shifts, insiders placing huge bets, and fights ending in ways that raised serious questions. The most recent controversy revolves around his bout with Lamont Roach. Heading into the fight, everyone expected it to be an easy payday for Tank. Let's be real. Davis is a knockout machine, and he's been steamrolling opponents for years. Most people didn't even give Roach a chance. The odds were heavily in Tank's favor, and commentators were already speculating about who he would fight next before the opening bell rang. But then Lamont Roach entered the ring with no fear, flipping the script on the entire boxing world. From the very first round, Roach pushed forward, outworking Tank, and landing more shots than anyone expected. This wasn't supposed to happen. Tank was supposed to dominate. Instead, he looked uncomfortable. And Roach wasn't just surviving. He was actively taking the fight to one of boxing's most feared punches. By the later rounds, the momentum had completely shifted. Tank, still dangerous, was clearly being outboxed, and his frustration was showing. The most shocking part. According to CompuBox, Roach threw more punches and landed more clean shots than Tank over the full 12 rounds. This was a whole new dynamic that nobody saw coming.
In there, man, I thought I won. I thought I did enough to get the victory over a spectacular fighter. I told y'all from the beginning, man, that I got the skills to pay the bills. I've been telling y'all that. And I'm just glad I got to show it, honestly. I'm glad I got to show it. I appreciate, like I said before, I appreciate True Boxing Media. Some guys that didn't count me out. So that's just how I feel, man. I think I won. And, I can't wait to do it again. I can't wait to dance again.
Then came the 9th round, when Gervonta Davis took a knee. Yes, you heard that right. Tank, the knockout king, voluntarily dropped to one knee mid-fight. In boxing, taking a knee usually signals a fighter giving up, needing recovery time, or being hurt. However, when Tank did it, the referee didn't start a count. He simply allowed it to happen without question. After the fight, Tank claimed that grease from his hair got into his eye, and he needed to wipe it off. If it had been any other boxer, the referee would have started a count immediately. A fighter willingly taking a knee is considered a knockdown. No debate, no discussion. That's the rule.
Relying on that. I was relying on what I was doing in there. I think I was taking control. I think I was landing more shots. I think I was landing more power shots. And I thought I was doing my thing. So I'm not really that frustrated about that.
For some reason, referee Steve Willis allowed Tank to stand up and continue as if nothing happened.
In every single interview, this whole press run, when the fight got announced, I put belt to ass. And you can see that's what I do.
Lamont, you threw more punches and you landed more punches than Tank. How were you able to do this tonight?
What I just tell you, I'm him. I'm telling you that. I'm one of the best fighters in the world, man. And it showed tonight. He probably wasn't willing when he said the grease got in his eye. But if you probably take a knee and the rest start counting, it should be a knockdown. If that's a knockdown, I win the fight. So, it is what it is. I'm not banking on that knockdown to win. I just thought I pulled it out.
What happens next?
Shit, we can run it back. I want to run it back for sure. I hope y'all enjoyed yourself. And, thanks for coming out. Thanks for supporting me. Thanks for loving me. Thanks for hating me. I'll be right back on this same very stage again, like I belong.
Congratulations, Lamont. A breakthrough performance. Really putting your name out there.
Thank you.
Let's send it back to ringside and more Ronaldo.
Everyone saw it. The commentators, the fans, and even Tank's own corner knew what had just happened. The crowd erupted, People were screaming at their TVs, and social media went into a meltdown. How could you ignore something like that? Just when you thought it couldn't get more suspicious, Tank's trainer, Calvin Ford, stormed into the ring mid-round. That should have been an instant disqualification. No coach is allowed to enter the ring during a live round, ever. But what did the referee do? Nothing. No warning, no point deduction, no disqualification. He just let it slide. At this point, fans weren't merely questioning the officiating, they were outright calling it corruption. Boxing has seen its fair share of controversies, but this goes beyond bad judging or corrupt commissions. This is about a world champion allegedly throwing fights on purpose.
It was a good night for the sport. Didn't get what the decision I want, but we didn't get a loss either, so I felt like I won it, the last couple rounds, so it's cool. Lamont is a great fighter. Hopefully I can get that rematch, because I know what I can do in a fight, but it's cool.
Tank, how much does it hurt to have the draw on your record now? And do you think it's going to stand as some sort of like renewed motivation for you, like the guys were saying, as you proceed through these next couple fights?
Yeah, it just put, food to the fire and things like that, fuel to the fire, but it's cool. It's cool. The draw is okay. It's all right. You know what I mean? You live and you learn. I definitely could have. That was on me too. That was on me for sure. Because I ain't pick it up when I supposed to pick it up. And I could have definitely did more.
Floyd Mayweather wasn't going to stay quiet about this. Everyone knows Floyd and Tank had a complicated relationship. Floyd was the one who brought Tank into the spotlight, built him up, and put him in a position to become a superstar. Things fell apart when Tank left Mayweather Promotions, straining their relationship.
What's that? What's the name of it?
See, your people. Y'all all stepping, huh?
Hey, where they at? I don't know.
They don't like
Frank.
What they mean?
I don't like force,
No, you don't.
EJ do the track.
Since then, Floyd's been taking shots at Tank. This time, Floyd's going for the kill. In a recent interview, when asked about Tank's arrest, Floyd didn't defend his former protege. Instead, he completely buried him. Floyd stated, "Boxing is a business, but when you start messing with the integrity of a sport, it's over." People trusted him, fans believed in him, and now he's finished. The man who built an empire on being undefeated and keeping boxing clean just made it clear. He thinks Tank's career is done.
When I say certain things, they say, oh, he's hating. There's no different from when I talked about the thing with Gervonta, for instance. When I said that I need all fighters. I said I need all the young fighters that's making money in the sport of boxing. What I need you guys to do is do this. Whether it's Chrome Heart, Gucci, Louis, Mercedes, we need to take our money and invest in real estate so that we can live that same great life when our careers are over. So I guess that he took it as, I guess he's the only one that wears Chrome Heart. He's the only one that wears Gucci. He's the only one that wears Louis Vuitton. He's the only one that drives a Mercedes. And last time I checked, we got fighters all around the world that wear top flight clothes that make good money.
Let's be real. When Floyd says something like that, people listen. But is he just talking, or does he know something we don't? In another interview, Floyd hinted that he saw this coming. He said, "I've been in this sport my whole life. I know when something isn't right. Trust me, I saw it coming." Now, Lamont Roach and his team are not backing down. After witnessing one of the biggest robberies in boxing history unfold right before their eyes, they've made it clear they're taking this fight to court. Roach's lawyer, Greg Smith, has already sent a legal letter to the New York State Athletic Commission, demanding that the fight result be overturned. In the letter, Smith argued that Roach was the rightful winner and slammed NYSAC's handling of the situation as completely unacceptable. And can you really blame them? Roach didn't just hold his own against Gervonta Davis, he beat him. He landed more punches, outworked Tank, and had him on the ropes multiple times. That 9th round knee should have sealed the deal. Instead, corruption, incompetence, or both allowed Davis to walk away with his undefeated record intact. Now, Roach and his team are suing NYSAC for this blatant robbery and are ready to take this fight as far as it needs to go to get justice.
The second time around, he gonna come guns blazing, and that's really when it's gonna be.
And get this, NYSAC has already admitted they made multiple mistakes. They acknowledged that their instant replay system malfunctioned and couldn't be used properly. On top of that, the referee failed to recognize a clear knockdown, and Calvin Ford should never have been allowed to interfere mid-fight. Yet, despite admitting all of this, they're still letting the draw stand. So, what does this mean for Tank? Well, let's just say things are looking grim. With his recent arrest for fight-fixing allegations and NYSAC's mistakes being exposed, there's a real chance he could face suspension. If investigators find any evidence that the fight was tampered with, Tank could lose his boxing license entirely. That would be the biggest fall from grace the sport has seen in years. Gervonta Davis may have walked away with his undefeated record intact, but his legacy is hanging by a thread. Lamont Roach shocked the world by pushing Tank to his absolute limit, and if NYSAC had done their job properly, Tank would have taken his first loss. No debate. Now, here's the real question. Is this the end of Gervonta Davis? Will the lawsuit, the controversy, and his arrest completely ruin his career? Or will he somehow escape this mess and come back stronger? Let me know what you think in the comments. Is Tank finished? Did Roach get robbed? And most importantly, should this fight have been ruled a DQ loss for Davis? That's all I have for you today. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next update. I'll see you in the next one.